Walking to the light. Anyways, testing 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? Want to make sure the sound sounds good and the game sounds good. Good. All right, cool. Thank you. Hello, guys. Taty here, and welcome back for more of an RPG that's part of my #1 top favorite RPG series, The Legend of Heroes. The series with The Legend of Heroes. So, well, the 12th game of this long epic series, The Legend of Heroes. Trails through Daybreak 2, the second game of the 4th saga, the Republic of Calvard. Game audio loud. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Is that better? Forgot to put that up. Is that better? I just did that because last stream I forgot to put it up. But is that better or not? Alright, cool. Anyways. The second game of the 4th saga, the Republic of Calvard. Fresh. On the PlayStation 5, Part 16. YouTube, Facebook. How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time zone you're in. Now, do yourselves a favor. Go get your favorite snacks, whatever it is, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert, a nice cold drink, or warm or hot, and let's begin. Before we begin, Facebook viewers, I know what to do. Alright, cool. While YouTube viewers, I'll just chill. Alright, before we get to what happened last time, let's hi to everybody. Hey Ray, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an awesome, hope you had an awesome weekend. Happy to have you here. And that goes for everybody as well. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. It's almost over. Alright, so what did we do last time? Last time we started off with Van's act, which is Act B, Chaos in Heiyue. And the beginning was, you know, we see Van and Ashen in the crowd enjoying the performance of Aaron and Fairy, the two fire users. As we were doing all that, we were given a mission to investigate one of the other houses of Heiyue. One of the other branches of Heiyue that decided to, you know, betray the Heiyue group. So Ashen gave us a task, so we went to go infiltrate their base. As we were going to infiltrate the base, we came across one of the Xiangxiao of the other family, and we took them down. They weren't tough. And I wonder where the elder is at. Well, whatever that was about. Then after all that, we thought everything was good, and then we found out that Fran was getting arrested. Ashen's dad. Why? Because of tax evasion. They were trying to stop him from being taken away, but Fran refused to, you know, to resist and went along with it. And then we see Gian, the old man, telling us that things are going into motion, explaining that something's going on, and before he fell because and passed out because he had poison. So he's being treated right now at the hospital. At the doctor before going to the hospital. So now it's up to us to investigate the situation, find some clues, and let's see what happens from there. All right. I think we talked to everybody last time, so now we're doing side quests. Side quests and the Market Garden. And maybe story time. If not, I'll be okay with just this quest and Market Garden. So that's all we're doing today. So let's get to it. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. If you did, then awesome. And if you didn't, we'll hope this stream will do everything to make sure that at the end of it, we'll make it better. Alright, here we go. We read this, now we read these 4, now it's time to read the last half. So, Chapter 4, Disaster Protocol. In order to participate in an exchange of information, both Van and Jin, the immovable, decided to attend a meeting with Heiwei, the CID in Elaine in the Blacklight District, the little-known underbelly of the capital. During this meeting, it was determined that Armada had been garnering assistance from the Gardens, an organization of lethal assassins. With this newfound knowledge in hand, the Arkwright Solutions team headed to Basel to investigate a few ongoing disturbances. Okay. In Basel, Van and Co. not only investigated problems with the city's horrible power supply, but reports of harassments from one of the faculty members at the local college as well. Along the way, they received help from Katra, one of the Professor Hamilton's disciples. It was through him that they learned that Professor Callaghan of the Basel Institute of Science had been conducting research into a forbidden nuclear weapon, and that Armada had been using Callaghan's feelings of inferiority to Professor Cronkite as fuel to manipulate him in doing so. Not long after, Callaghan was unexpectedly murdered, and as if the professor's death was the catalyst, Basel found itself under the attack by archaisms. During this ordeal, Van's group encountered an assassin from the Gardens. In the subsequent fight, it was not only revealed that Reset had an artificial body, but that Callaghan had been revived as an AI as well. In order to protect Basel from Armada and stand toe-to-toe with his once human colleague, Katra decided to accompany the Spriggan and his assistants to the area where Armada was hiding. Okay. An intermission. A mysterious tale in Long Lie. Amidst reports of a scandalous affair between Maxim Logan and Judith Lanster, Van received a request from the former to help find his long-lost ex-girlfriend. Miraculously, the person he had been looking for turned out to be none other than Palais, the waitress from Montmartre, and her daughter, Yume, was revealed to be his child. Meanwhile, a set of tickets for tourist destination, Long Lai, arrived on Van's doorstep. They were accompanied by a letter identifying them as a token of appreciation from Heiwei and Elsine, as well as an undeclared third party. Van, pandering to his nostalgia and wanting to pay goodwill to his staff, accepted the invitation. The night before the trip, there was some discussion surrounding Jin and Van's shared history with Long Lai, as well as how Van and Elaine ended their romantic relationship. Then, bright and early the following morning, the whole Arkwright Solutions team, along with Yume, piled into Van's truck and headed for Long Lai. After their arrival, Van's group eventually ran into Judith, who was attempting to meditate under a local waterfall as penance for her ongoing scandal. Shortly thereafter, she was unintentionally revealed to the group she was the Phantom Thief Grimcat, and ended up joining them on their relaxing vacation. From there, the group had yet another unexpected run-in, this time with Samuel Rocksmith, former president of the Republic, who told them Calvard was on the precipice of a new era. That was why he planned to place his faith in independent actors like Van, who sought to help others. He also revealed that he had some sort of connection to Van's former master, Barkhorn the Roaring Lion. On the morning of the group's second day in Long Lai, disaster struck. Not only had Yume gone missing, but Mare disappeared from Van's Zypha as well. After tracking the young girl to a mountain range south of the village, they discovered that Mare had taken possession of her. However, while the group attempted to chase the two down, Shizuna, the Divine Blade of Silver and member of the strongest Jaeger Corps in the east, appeared challenging Van's group to a fight. After their battle and subsequent reconciliation, the group was left with a number of mysteries to consider, such as Ariok's disturbing illusions, and the unclear nature of what Ikaruga was after in Long Lai. Nevertheless, Mare relinquished Yume's body, leaving Van and the rest to finish their vacation in peace. However, little could that prepare them for the utter shock of what would happen upon their return to the capital. In midst reports of a scandalous affair between Maxim Lugan and Judith Lancer, Van received a request from the former to help find his long-lost wait, what? What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Okay, what was that? In Chapter 5, the Restless Carnival. On the night of the Harvest Festival, Cray Village was wiped off the map by none other than Gerard Dantes, who carried out the deed with a nuclear weapon. The culmination of Calican's blood, sweat, and tears. Van witnessed this event unfold on a video recorded by Dingo, who sacrificed his own life to capture the tragedy on film. As a result of the Cray Village tragedy, a state of emergency was declared throughout the Republic, putting the capital on high alert. While various factions began investigating the situation, Van found himself reunited with Barkhorn, his former master, now going by Beauregard. He explained to Van that Armada had moved their base of operations elsewhere, and that a number of powerful forces were beginning to gather there. During this time, Elroy Harwood and Lucrezia Eseli, an Anguis and enforcer from the Society, stopped by Arkwright Solutions' office to explain to Van how the Gardens came about. They also requested that Arkwright Solutions join them in the city where Armada had established their new headquarters, Horacion, the Republic's former capital. As various entities began gathering in the city, Dantes came forward to declare the commencement of his death game, where each organization would be required to either destroy one another in combat or risk the entire population of Horacion being obliterated by a nuclear weapon. With the help of a few other participants, the Arkwright Solutions team tackled the death game head-on, facing off against Armada's executives along the way. At the end of the game, Arkwright Solutions came face-to-face with Dantes. It was there, in the midst of the ruins of Vashtar Palace, that they learned not only of Dante's cursed ancestry, but his true intentions as well. Then came the time for the final showdown. Alright, finale. For you upon your return. Following the battle to the death with Dantes, a number of Armada's members were arrested, and the government announced Armada's existence to the public. It seemed peace had returned to Calvard once more, and before long, it was time for the annual Revolution Festival. The event was quite auspicious for President Gramhart, who would use it as a chance to announce his next generation weapons initiative. Those in attendance came from all across the country. Meanwhile, there was a great deal of investigation happening beneath the surface, in the shadows of all this luxury of grandeur. Van found himself plagued with worry over what might be coming, along with fears regarding what may become of his existence. Nevertheless, he pressed on. It was during the Revolution Festival that disaster struck yet again. After somehow managing to avoid arrests, Melchior appeared, and as he raised the seventh Genesis above his head, an ominous building called the Genesis Tower materialized in the very center of Edith. Thus, the entirety of the capital was enveloped in pandemonium. Countless devils spawned throughout the capital, and anyone not associated with Van appeared to be frozen in time. To make matters worse, Dantes and the others executives of Armada had been resurrected as well. Van fought to reunite with his friends that had been scattered throughout the city, but in the process, he was also forced to reckon with the fact that there was a connection between the unusual phenomenon and himself. Thanks to the help of their allies, Van's group was able to make their way into the Genesis Tower. However, after defeating the demonized form of Dantes, a cruel truth about Van came to light. A truth he had little choice but to reveal to the rest of his team. Van had been born with a diabolic core inside of him, which connected him to a being known as the Vagrant Demon Lord, a demon which sought to wreak vengeance upon the world. In order to prevent such a thing from transpiring, Man decided it would be best if he sealed himself and the demon dwelling inside him away. However, Agnes and the others were not so willing to accept the loss of their friend. And they save him. The end. Yay! We'll read this next time. Alright? And then we'll go to these, and that'll be it. Alright, let's go. Let's see. How many quests we got? Oh, we can't talk to her because she has a quest. Xiaoling, I think it's called. That was her name? Let's see.
Now, what's it say?
It's a Force PG on the bulletin board. Sibling showdown. After being away in the capital for so long, my brother, Lilian, has finally come home. And he's still a gutless coward. That's why I'd like to take the opportunity to beat some grit into him. Does this sound like something Archive Solutions could help with? Bracer Xiaoling. Sibling showdown has been added to the to-do list. No comments about it, huh? Let's go over here.
Stop by for
Bulletin board.
Why don't we see?
There's a Force PG on the bulletin board. The Missing Dragon Chariot. Longport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner. And the Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. And considering Heiwei is likely busy with other matters at the moment, we thought it'd be best to ask your help instead. I'll be waiting for your answer in front of the Eastern Theater. Chief Minhao. Okay. The Missing Dragon Chariot has been added to the to-do list. You might do that one first. Second west. Second water.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go! Let's see.
What have we got?
There's a Force PG on the bulletin board. The Great Longport Cook-Off. Every year, all the restaurants in Longport hold a competition to judge who can prepare the best dish. However, with things being as they are lately, we need a bit of helping hand in getting everything set up. If you'd be willing to pitch in, please meet me at my restaurant. I'll give you the details there. Mexin. Oh, by the way, this is a new area we explored last stream. The Great Longport Cook-Off has been added to the to-do list. That's pretty cool. We're in a new area in Longport that we've never been to in the first game. Oh, this Saga.
Second Ward has its charms too.
Holy cow!
Welcome to Laifu
Food is
Fondian.
amazing.
I guess we'll do hers first.
Let's see
Talk.
here. What did I need to pick up next?
I take it you're the one that put up that. I take it you're the one that put up the Force PG. Something about trouble with the cooking competition, was it? Oh, you were here yesterday. I didn't realize you were a Spriggan. I see you brought the prodigy along as well. It's nice to meet you, Erin. Yeah, so we never talked to her. She wanted to say that. You were here yesterday. Yeah, I just happened to work part-time for the guy. Anyway, I've heard a good bit about you too, Mexin. Word around town was that a really skilled lady took over this place 2 years ago. We managed to brush off pressure from the Live family. Really? That's so cool! Oh, and also, what happened last time? Sal was here, and, you know, we're all talking about the plan about investigating the situation. And also, I think they said, if I remember correctly, there might be a traitor among Heiwei for defamation against Fran. But anyways, that's because my big sister's a Teiji Chushi. A what? Oh, I've heard that's the highest rank of chef of Eastern cuisine can reach. Tiny, you always make such a fuss over nothing. You know how I feel about all those big titles. You know, I actually think I've been here before. I remember there was an old man running the place back then. Told me his eldest daughter was in training over at the restaurant in Kowloon Hotel. I'm guessing you're the daughter he was talking about? Your old man must be pretty proud. Now there's some praise I do like to hear. Oh, there you go. Somebody's not like, oh, please, blah, 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 blah. Would you mind if we get back to the matter of my request, though? By all means. But, I'll admit, this competition doesn't sound like the kind of thing you need a Spriggan for. The Great Longport Cook-Off, right? All the restaurants in the area are free to participate. Also, we met up with Jack and Hell again. I've been to it a few times myself. I was actually planning on going to this year's competition too. With all the trouble around here lately, it'd be nice to have something to lift our spirits and take our minds off of things. There's another side to it too, though. The elders who support each restaurant use it as a competition to maintain their standing. As it stands now, the head chef at Taoyuan restaurant, which is currently closed, has been invited. So has the new food truck in Newtown, Taoyuan restaurant. That's the place we were at. That's the place we were at when we fought the remnants of the Life family. I'm surprised to hear they'll be participating. It sounds so exciting, especially with so many people involved. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about it all. You see, the usual event space isn't available this time around, so they asked to hold it here instead. It's supposed to be at the Kowloon Hotel. However, with all the issues that have cropped up recently, they decided to opt out of participating. I'm going to stop right after this. And with me trying to get ready to enter the competition myself, I'm just about at my wit's end. I was hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Does that sound like something you could do? Let me think. Alright. Importance 1 star. Reward 4,000 Mira. SP, reward +2. Law, just law. God damn it. Sorry, but we've got a lot on our plate right now. I wouldn't mind taking it on when we find some free time though. You alright with waiting a little? I understand. There's still time until the competition, after all. Please come back later if you find the time.
Holy cow! This food is amazing!
Holy cow! Holy moly! With everything going on in Longport right now, and me trying to get ready for the cooking competition, I'm just about at my wit's end. I was hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Does that sound like something you could do? Let me think. Accept. Contract, let's go. Alright, we'll take your case. Considering the whole deal with Heioi, we're probably the best people for the job anyway. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Now I really have to put my all into this year's competition. Could you explain a bit more about what you'd like us to help you with? Of course. Well, firstly, with the Liu family's trading business having gone under, several places have been unable to stock enough imported ingredients. From what I've heard, Guihua, Fandian, and Horion have been hit the worst. But Taoyuan restaurant and that food truck in the new town have apparently been just fine. Actually, Meng Shao's food truck seems to be doing more than fine. I know I could count on you, Tiny. Thanks for looking into it for me. As for our place, I believe we have what we need for the time being. However, if at all possible, there is one thing I was hoping you might find for me. Oh? And what would that be? It's a slightly unusual type of Lao Jiu by the name of Tang Feng Quan. What? The person who ran the brewery passed away a while ago, and they closed down not long after. It's become quite a collector's item. I'm not sure how many bottles of it are even left now, but I just know it would be perfect for the dish I'm planning to make. Got it. We'll see if we can manage it. Thank you. If it ends up costing anything, I'll take care of the fees. So please feel free to tell them to put it on my tab. And even if you can't find it, I can still make do, so try not to worry too much. Okay. You kind of made it sound like there were more issues than just not having enough ingredients, though. Well, it's a bit hard to explain, but it almost seems like there's someone trying to sabotage the competition. In fact, just this morning, I found some of the cooking wine in our pantries smashed to pieces. Wouldn't be surprised if Taoyuan's head chef was behind it all. Guess we better go see what the other participants have to say. That'll give us some insight into who done it. That'll give us some insight into who done it. It should also help us figure out what's the supply issues. I would really appreciate it. Please let me know if you find anything. Gotcha.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Quest, the Great Longport Cook-Off started.
Holy cow!
Let's see.
This food is amazing.
This food is amazing! Alright then, I'll be counting on you to handle what we've discussed. If you get a chance, I'd also recommend checking in on the new stand in Newtown. The owner's apparently been selling a special dish lately. What did you just say? Can you believe it? Our restaurant's hosting the cook-off this year. All the hard work my sisters put in is finally paying off. I just know our dad would be proud.
Got it.
Okay.
Understood.
Let's do this.
Right. Okay, maybe over here.
Let's see here. What did I need to pick up next?
Just one more quick smoke. Just one more.
Just one more, Granddad. Just one more. Here we go. Hey, isn't that lady? Is she a friend of yours? Nah, but I've heard about her. I think she's a hostess over at Taoyuan restaurant. Oh, I get where you're going with this. The head chef is supposed to be taking part in the cook-off. Let's go see if she knows something. Well, if it isn't the prodigy, and I take it you're the Spriggan? Chef figured a hostess for Live Family restaurant would be in the know. So, what does a little boy from Lu want with me? Not really a little boy anymore, but whatever. We've just got a couple of questions we'd like to ask you. Yeah, promise we're not looking for a fight with a lie. We were just curious about the head chef at the restaurant who you work for. We hear you got an invitation to the Great Longport Cook-Off. So that's what this is about. Yeah, Yonsu's been pretty excited about it. The restaurant may be closed for the moment, but he's blocked off an entire section of the kitchen to prepare for the event. Wow, he must be really fired up for it. Well, he takes a lot of pride in being a chef at one of Longport's finest establishments. He was feeling a bit let down by the closure, but his cook-off sure has lit up a spark under him. While we're on the topic, do you happen to know if he's run into any issues while preparing for the competition? I don't recall hearing much of anything from him, really, no. The only thing I can say is that he's been feeling a lot of pressure lately because of everything that's happened with the Live family. I see. That makes sense. We're just doing what we can to support the cook-off, So please tell him to give us a holler if you need it, if he needs anything. Got it. I'll let him know. Thanks for the offer. Oh wait, can we talk to her again? Lyra. Our head chef has been working really hard lately. Are you excited to see what he comes up with? Hold on.
Planner launched. Objective set.
Let's see.
Time to depart.
Maybe over here? Well, it is a van and company. How can I help you? Lisa tells us you're going to be competing in the cooking competition. She wanted us to come check on you. The girl's such a sweetheart, always looking out for others. You can stand to learn a thing or two from her, Wuhan. Of course, dear. I'll be sure to do just that. Anyway, she said you guys were running a little low on some ingredients. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something a bit more expensive for my competing dish. I wanted to get my hands on some fresh red crab. The seafood traders seem to be at it right now. Red crab meat is used quite often in Eastern cuisine, isn't it? I hear it carries a high price tag because it can only be found in a very few select locations. In the West, it's also known as cremine crab. Oh my god. Wow, it's a pretty fancy choice for a restaurant like yours. But I guess what you're saying is that due to the Liu family's trading being frozen, they're in low supply right now. Exactly. There are some other suppliers around here that we're friends with, but they're fresh out too. And to hear them tell it, someone came in and bought out. Someone came in and bought out their whole stock. Damn. Bought out their whole stock? Maybe that's what Maxim meant by sabotage. It's possible. In this case, I think we can help them out if we just find another way to get some crab. Fishing? We'll look into the supply shortage at our end. If anything else comes up, please let us know. Just try and focus on your cooking for the time being. Thank you for your help. It really means a lot to us. All I really need for my dish is some red crab meat. I really appreciate you finding some for me. I'll let you figure out the best way of going about it. My husband has been pretty worked up about this year's cooking competition. In fact, he's even planning on preparing an extra fancy dish for it. If only he spiced up our menu while he's at it. Let's see. New towel.
Time to depart.
The restaurant over there.
I can't help but worry about the goings-on here.
Alright, we found the guy. Step right up, everyone. Don't be shy. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. There's plenty, so come and get as many as you like. No matter how many I eat, I never get tired of that flavor. I could have this stuff for every meal. Right? It's almost like I find something new to enjoy with every bite. I was licking my lips at the thought of a new dish. I never thought it'd be this delicious. Just can't stop eating them. Some drug. This stuff might even be better than palatial duck. What? Looks like business is booming. It must be the new food truck Mexican mentioned. Oh, just look at it. Just looking at it's making me hungry. Since we're here and all, do you think maybe we could grab some too? To be honest, I've been wanting to try it myself. Sure, I don't see why not. So like they're not hurting for ingredients. So maybe they'll have some info for us. And so Van and the others moved to the back of the line to patiently wait their turn. Luckily, they had avoided coming during the lunch rush. The group only had to wait about 10 minutes before finding themselves at the counter. Welcome. What can I get you today? We take great pride in everything we serve. I'm not too familiar with this new Easter cuisine, actually. Got any recommendations? I'd say our most popular dish right now is our Millennium Duck. We use traditional palatial duck as the inspiration for our recipe. But preparing duck takes a lot of work and it can get pretty expensive, right? So, after years of hard work and research, we've come up with something even tastier than the original, without having to break the bank. You know, I've had real palatial duck over at the Kowloon Hotel's restaurant before. This sounds like it could be pretty great if it could hold up. If it actually holds up. Palatial duck. The name makes it sound so expensive. It's nice that we get to try something like that on the cheap. At first, I thought it was some form of Eastern crepe, but it seems to be stuffed lao bean that's been folded like a taco. Given how simple it is to eat on the go, I can see why it would be so popular. Because that's part of what makes it taste so good. Okay, we'll take one each. Thank you for your business. Enjoy! Van and the others received their orders of Megan Shaw's Millennium Duck. By the way, I heard that you're going to be taking part in that cook-off that's coming up. For an asked us to help out with it a bit, that you could use our assistance. I see. That's awfully kind of you, but no, I can't really think of anything at the moment. Oh, and I'm sorry, but it looks like I've got other customers waiting. Would you mind stepping to the side? Sure. Sorry about that. We'll get out of your hair for now. Alright, we talked to everybody. Oh, this stuff's really good. The meat's so tender too. I'm surprised its prices are so low. Give me one sec, guys. I think it's time for me to eat real quick, alright? So BRB. Okay? BRB. Alright, I'm done eating. Let's go. In fact, we might just do quests today. Let's just see. Whoa, this stuff's really good. I mean, this stuff really is good. The meat's so tender too. I'm surprised its prices are so low. Even the skin's all nice and crispy. Really gives off that authentic palatial duck texture. Yes, the spices he uses give it a very distinct flavor. It certainly leaves you wanting more. You okay, Fairy? Or she looks sad. What's the matter, small fry? Don't care for it? No, it's not that. It's definitely tasty. I don't know how to put it really. What? Well, don't mind me. I think the herbs he used just don't agree with my stomach, that's all. Oh, that's odd. Something's wrong. Oh, look at the taco.
You there! How's some delicious pasta sound?
I guess. Go back here.
Let's be on our way.
Or no.
Planner launched.
I think it's this one, yeah.
Objective set.
Oh, what?
Let's
Go back to
roll,
Newtown?
gang.
Oh, I gotta go over there for the story. For the side quest and story. Okay, oh. Alright, let's see.
Welcome.
Hello, I haven't talked to anybody here. Oh, look who it is! That lady in the kimono is so pretty. She actually smiled at me too. Oh man, I should get back to concentrating on work.
How can I help you?
Right, Baba, okay, Kai. All out of battle. Restores 1,800 HP. 180 EP, CP plus 18. A stir-fried dish from Horian, made with only the finest ingredients.
Please come again. My. This is positively delectable.
Let's talk to him.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright, what brings you to our humble establishment today?
We were planning to participate in the Great Longport Cook-Off. Mixon asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out. What? That means this. Mixon asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out.
Oh, I see. I was so selfish, that one.
I'm not surprised that you guys are gonna be taking part though. Sounds like the different houses in Heyaway have a bit of a stake in this whole thing.
You do make a fair point. But we didn't want to let Maxine down after she's put so much effort into putting on the event.
She really has a way with people, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. She seems to do a lot for the community. Anyway, she mentioned that you guys are having trouble getting your hands on certain ingredients.
Yeah, I suppose that about sums up the situation. I'm trying to figure out if we can make substitutes. We haven't been able to obtain any Jade Dragon Eves.
I'm afraid I haven't heard of that ingredient before.
Alright, my apologies. Jade Dragon's Eye, or Eve, I said Eve. Jade Dragon's Eye is a top brand of Longan fruit. It's extremely high quality. It's also exactly what we need to have a fighting chance in the competition.
I know Longan fruit. It's the stuff they always put in the Eastern medicine. All you need is some high quality login, then easy. If it's used in medicine, then maybe there's a stock of them reserved for medical use somewhere. Perhaps they might even have some of a higher quality that they'd be willing to share. Seems pretty straightforward. We'll go check with somebody who might have some medical supplies stashed away. By the way, Kuwano, have you had any other issues lately? Have you had any other issues lately? Lately? Like somebody doing anything to mess with your food or something?
Now that you mention it, we have, yeah. Although it was rather minor, all things said and done. This morning, I found that some of our plumbing out back was damaged. There was water everywhere. Damn. We had someone came out and fix it right away, so it wasn't a complete disaster, thankfully. We just had new plumbing past the last year. Wait. We just had new plumbing put in last year. It's like someone did it intentionally.
Yeah, that does sound pretty fishy. It might just be a coincidence, but it's still worth the suspicion, I think. We could look into that more on our side, though. For now, just focus on keeping your customers fed.
Thanks for all your help. I'll go ahead and get on back to work. Then. Be seeing you.
Alright, it seems like we've got a handle on how all the participants are doing now. And out of 5 restaurants, 3 of them seem to be dealing with interference from somebody. But we still can't say for sure that it's a rival business that did it. Guihua, Fondayan, and Horion seem to be the only 2 that were lacking ingredients. Although, Miss Mexon did ask us to obtain a bottle of Laoju as well. And old man Wuhan wanted some red crab. Pretty sure I've seen crabs like that over in the Second Ward's waterways, fishing time. They were fat, juicy looking. They were fat, juicy looking ones too. Juicy looking ones too. They ought to be good enough. I think I last spotted them over by the cigar shop. In that case, let's head over and see if we can catch one real quick. I know they're supposed to be rare. We should be able to find a few with the chart search. For those Jade Dragon's eyes, we'll probably have to rely on someone with some medical supplies. I might suggest Lonkai Clinic or the Septian Church. They both are known to mix herbal remedies. One or the other should suffice, I would think. So pick one of them. That leaves the Laju that Mexit was asking for. I'm not positive. I know a guy who might be able to get his hands on some. Jack. Anyway, let's get out there and find what we can, and keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Yes, sir.
My, this is positively delectable.
Oh, let's start talking. We'll come back to you, Lucrecia.
Let's be on our way.
We got a fish. Oh, second ward.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go!
Second Ward has its charms too.
I could go for some fishing. Let's do this thing.
Let's go.
Hey! That's it!
There we go.
Nice! I got one!
Fish caught by Van Arkwright, a longport. Oh, it's new, Noble Carp. Length 59.2 reach. A longport, eastern quarter, second ward. reviving bomb times 1, or reviving bomb, and a lot of water sepith, and some time sepith, and a few fire sepith.
Let's do this thing. Well,
Noble carp. Nope.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I could go for some fishing. Let's do this thing.
Where's the crab?
Just one more quick smoke. Just one more.
I could go for some fishing. Let's do this.
Might be here.
Hey.
This is one fish too, so what else could it be?
That's it.
Yep, there it is.
I think I caught me a rare one.
Fish cod. Carminate crab. Link 38.3 reach. Caught by Van Arkwright. At Longport, Eastern Quarter, 2nd Ward. Your material +1. A lot of fire sepith. Some time sepith, earth sepith, and few water sepith. Caught a red crab. Looks like we got ourselves a big one. Not sure what Wuhan's planning to make with it. You shouldn't have any complaints about a crab this big. I suppose we should move on to the next item then. Hey, did you hear about what happened with Yon Su over at Taiwan restaurant? Sure did. Guess he's gonna be competing in the cook-off after all. Seems like trouble follows that guy everywhere he goes. Yeah, well, that business with the Life family already had him in a real tizzy. You know just how weird he can be. For somebody so hard to please, he sure is awkward. Maybe that's what makes his food so good, though. Okay. Oh, they're gone.
Just one more quick smoke. Just one more.
Okay, now what? I guess we go to first ward.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna go to Adios. Oh, it's not you.
Heavenly Mother, please watch over us.
Vicar House and. Oh, hello, Aaron. I believe I've seen the rest of you around here before as well. Is something the matter? Well, we'll see. We know a guy that's looking for a type of logan fruit called Jade Dragon's Eye. We know they can be pretty rare. We were hoping you might be willing to share a few with us, if you have any, that is. Jade Dragon's Eye, you say? Why, yes, we actually do have a few of those. They're quite useful for the church's medicinal mixtures, so we make sure to procure some periodically. Although, I hear the supply chain disruptions have been making it difficult to get a hold of them. Okay, yeah, that's why we ended up coming to you for help. Apparently, Ryan and Newtown won't be able to make their dish for the big cook-off without him. Oh, I had no idea. Well, in that case, let me provide you with as many as you need. Obtain Jade Dragon's eyes. So these are Jade Dragon's eyes. A lot bigger and smoother than your typical logan fruit. You sure you're okay with us giving this so? You sure you're okay with giving us this many, though? Considering recent events, I would like to do my part to ease everyone's spirits as much as possible.
We're extremely grateful for your assistance, sir.
I'm curious though. You all have been recruited to help with the contest, yes? Yeah, that's right. Is there something else you think we should know about? Well, it's just that there's this young man named Meng Xiao. This will be his first time competing in the cook-off. However, I'm a bit concerned by the throngs of people that suddenly seem so wound up over his food. I mean, when something's that popular, you're bound to have some people who go completely nuts over it. Indeed. In fact, a very passionate fan recommended that I try the dish as well, so I went to go and sample some. But when I arrived, I was informed they had only just sold out, so I've yet to try one. Dang, that's some unfortunate timing. Still, I'm surprised they brought it out so suddenly. Meng Xiao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. In that case, we've been asked to deal with any problems that might pop up during the cook-off. We'll do everything in our power to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible. So try to relax and enjoy yourself. I will, and please let me know if you need any help with anything else in the meantime. And we never do. Alright, so we've got everyone's missing ingredients. We heard a few interesting tidbits of info along the way too. Wait, what? We got everything? We should probably deliver the ingredients to each of the shops and then head back to Mixon's place. We weren't able to find the Laoju she was after. Maybe we can look for it later if we have time. Van and the others delivered the ingredients to the Guihua, Fenian, and Hawaiian. After that, they returned to Mexon and told her about everything they learned. What about the drink? I'm so glad I put out that request. I feel much better about putting on the cook-off now. It's all part of the job. There's still some time left before the event is scheduled to start, by the way. I'm sure you must be tired, so you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin. Not a bad idea. Wait for the cook-off, hold off. Sorry, but we still have a few things we need to do first. We'll be back in a bit.
Of course. Please take your time.
Welcome to
cow.
Lai Fu Fondian.
Food is amazing.
La Fu Fondian.
Heading to the objective.
What quiz is this right here?
What's next?
Who's this then?
Guess I
Hello.
could stop by for a drink.
Where's to next?
Hello.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
What the Hey, Jigen. Mind if I ask you for a little favor? Of course. What's going on this time, Van? Looking into some kind of antique? Sort of, actually. This got something to do with your hobby. You've always had a thing for vintage wines, right? Oh, I get it. Guess it wouldn't be too surprising for him to have a bottle lying around. We're looking for a Time Feng Quan. It's from a brewery that closed down a while back. You know it? Whoa, hold on there. That's what you're looking for? That's what you're looking for? You're kidding!
So do you have it? So you do have it?
Well, it wouldn't do me any good to lie about it. Yeah, I just got 3 bottles. Well, the thing is, I bought them for myself. Wasn't exactly planning on selling them off.
Damn you, asshole.
Oh, come on, man. If you got 3, why not suck it up and sell us 1? I didn't buy 3 because I was planning to sell any. One was to drink, one was to keep in storage, and the last one was for spreading the good word. Okay, just take that one. I'm gonna be real with you here for a minute. I love cake, but even I don't buy extra for storing and porcelainizing. Be honest, man. If you knew they wouldn't go bad, you totally would. Anyway, if you got one for spreading the word, this seems like a pretty good opportunity, don't you think? Come on, share the love, buddy. What do you mean? You see, the Great Longport Cook-Offs is coming up. It makes it worth that wine to use for her entry. If she wins using your spared time Fenquan, there might be a whole new run on the stuff.
That's true. If there's enough good publicity, maybe someone might consider investing in rebuilding the brewery.
I see. I hadn't thought of it that way. All right. You lot have convinced me. I'm still a businessman. I insist on being paid appropriately for it. Mex already gave us the okay to put it on her tab. So just charge it to her, okay? Obtain Tian Feng Quan. Sounds good. Give Mexa my best. It'll be worth it if I get some good buzz for my store. Well, that part is out of our hands. Thanks for the bottle, though. That wine is pretty rare. Well, here's hoping it does the trick for the Mexican's dish.
And you'll never guess what happened next. Where to next? Hello.
Stop by for a drink.
Ow. Is what he has to say.
Mother, please,
I'm pleased to have
watch over us.
offered assistance with the cooking competition. It's truly a blessing to be able to continue with these social events. They do wonders in keeping everyone's spirits up. I'm so confused. So if I didn't do that first,
On my way.
Do the churches first, would I don't know. Hey, I got the wine. Can it be used still?
Second Ward has its charms too.
I feel bad for her. Let's see what she says.
Holy
Welcome
cow!
to Life
Food
Ufandian.
is amazing.
There's still plenty of time before the Great Longport Cook-Off gets underway. I'm sure you must be tired, so you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin. Not a bad idea. I want to check that out, actually. Let's do that real quick. Load! Speedrun it. Hold on. Yeah.
Commencing mission.
Holy cow!
Okay.
This food is amazing.
Heading to the objective.
Not you guys.
Let's be on our way.
I can't help but worry about the goings-on here.
Lantern launched.
Like that lady too at the second ward.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? It's over here.
Heading to the objective. Welcome.
My. This is positively delectable.
How can I help you? Please come again.
Okay.
Okay.
My. This is positively delectable.
Well, well. If it isn't the Spriggan and his adorable little assistants. Fancy meeting you here.
Huh?
Look who it is.
And you are?
I didn't even talk to her first, but damn it.
Wait, I know that voice.
The hell are you doing here? Enforcer number 3, the golden butterfly?
Oh, please. Call me Lucrezia. Or even Retzi, if you so wish. I certainly wouldn't mind.
Oh my god. I don't know if I messed up. Should probably turn it off. Before you turn it off. No! I didn't mean to go to her. I thought you were supposed to talk to her. No. Load game. Hope it's right there, right in front of her. Let's see. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Hold on. Did I talk to you already? Okay. Who talked to this guy? Already, let's see. Step right up and try a new generation of Eastern. God damn it! What the fuck? Step right up and try a new generation of Eastern cuisine. Enjoy as much as you like. You'll be addicted to our flavor. Okay.
On my way.
Heading to the objective.
Okay, so I guess I have to get the fish.
Just one more quick smoke. Just one more.
All right.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Let's do this thing.
All right, come on.
That's it.
Right.
Did it. I got the crab.
Nice. I got one.
Just one more quick smoke. Just one.
The one more crab.
Second Ward has its charms too.
Holy cow!
Welcome to Life
Food is
Lufondian.
amazing.
Okay, first ward.
Go, go, go!
Guess I
Hello.
couldn't stop by.
So what if I
Where's
get
your
this first?
Hello.
And you'll never guess what happened. Next.
Earn 1 SP. Oh!
And you'll never guess.
There it is.
Where's your next?
Guess I
Hello.
couldn't stop by for a drink.
And they'll go to this guy.
Heavenly Mother. Please.
Next shit is done. I'm so glad I put out the. Wait, what did he say? Oh. Okay, we should. Okay, all right. Looks like we got everyone's missing ingredients. We heard a few interesting tidbits of info along the way. We should probably deliver the ingredients to each of the shops and then head back to Mexon's place. We even got the Laoju that she was after. We should get it back to her soon so she has time to prep her dish. Then they'll deliver the ingredients to Gua Fananhua, and after that they returned to Mexon and told her about everything they learned.
I'm so glad I put out that request. I feel much better about putting on the cook-off now.
It's all part of the job.
There's still some time left before the event is scheduled to start, by the way. I'm sure you must be tired, so you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin.
Not a bad idea. Wait for the cook-off. Yes. Alright, we'll take you up on that. Can't hurt to decompress a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your Laoju.
That's a Italian Fanquan. I can't believe you managed to find some.
Well, I had a few connections. Wasn't able to give it to me for free though. So I hope you don't mind that I asked him to send the bill to you. Your way.
Not at all. This'll be just what my dish needs.
You hype it up so much, I'm sure it won't disappoint. Sounds like we've got plenty to look forward to, at least. Anyway, let's wait here until it's time for the event to start. So we didn't get it, that wouldn't have happened. Alright, here comes the chefs.
Oh my god. It looks like the participants are filling in. Now are those the judges?
Guess so. Yeah. With Mexon on both hosting duty and participating, they had to call in some impartial third-party judges. Usually, the judges are the non-participating shop owners, folks from the Chamber of Commerce. You know, stuffy people like that. Okay.
I guess it's time for the battle to begin.
Yeah, there's still a bit before they get started though. I'm actually gonna step away for a minute. I might not be back in time for the opening ceremony, but you guys have a good time without me. Huh? I thought you wanted to make sure the competition went smoothly.
But I was so excited for us all to watch together.
Aww. It's no big deal. Just something I wanted to look into real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I wonder what's wrong.
It's quest related, don't worry about it. It's not like it's the first time he's gone off on his own. I'm sure he'll be fine. He always leaves him behind.
Well, it's unfortunate that we were unable to hold the competition at the Kowloon Hotel as planned. It is Laifu Fondaine's sincere pleasure to host this year's Great Longport Cook-Off. I'm sure you all must have a lot on your minds given everything that's happened in Longport recently. Van sure is taking his time. I know you say he might not make it back for the opening ceremony, but...
Hey, you see that guy on the end over there? Isn't that the head chef from Taiwan? Oh.
Yeah, he looks kind of grouchy. I'm surprised they sent him an invitation given the situation.
Maybe that's what Van was looking into right now.
We can worry about that later.
Looks like the show's about to get started.
All right, our first contestant is Wuhan from Guihua Fondaine, a beloved stop in the Eastern Quarter for travelers and locals alike.
Oh, a great crab dish, eh? That's quite an expensive ingredient for a place like Guihua.
Well, I thought it might be good to go all out for a change.
Well, I thought it might be good. I thought it might be good to go all out for a change. It's a fairly standard long style steamed crab dish. Given the quality of the ingredients, hope you find it to your liking.
We got one crab, and they made a bunch of crabs. This is making me hungry. He did a really good job with that red crab. We just won. I guess old man Wuhan's is capable of some pretty fancy stuff when he puts his mind to it.
My, that was quite excellent. You could really taste how fresh the crab is.
Still, as excellent as the ingredients may be, I think it's lacking a little something.
Yes, if only it has something extra to draw out all the flavors.
For my dish, I prepared a stew containing assorted seafood from along the eastern coastline. I call it Fotialodan. The dry goods work together to create a multi-faceted soup stuck with a harmonious flavor.
What? Oh, I've heard of this soup. I'm told it's exquisite. Impressive. That certainly seems like a dish worthy of Hawaiian. Yeah, the food draws from elements of Long Lai's cuisine and other Far Eastern places. You could tell a lot of care went into making it. While I usually prefer my food Longport style, I do get in the mood for stuff like that every now and again.
This is fantastic work. Exactly what I expect of Hawaiian. There's a bitterness and an odor to it, not like some herbs used in Eastern medicine. But the way it's blended together in terms of taste and aroma are top class. The most impressive thing in this longan fruit. The most impressive thing is this longan fruit. This is Jade's Dragon's Eye, isn't it? Provides an excellent accent with it. Provides an excellent accent to the flavor.
Accent or accent?
Looks like you're next, Yonsu. I know a lot has happened recently, but I trust you've been doing all right since then.
For the most part, yes. Today, I prepared about abalones in the thick glaze. The glaze itself is made from dry shark's fin and edible bird's nest.
I commend you for using such high quality seafood. I should have expected nothing less from the head chef of such a refined establishment.
That's the Lai family's restaurant for you. Just rich enough to have bad taste.
Damn.
It seems as though the judges are responding quite favorably to it, though.
That was excellent. You certainly made the most of those ingredients.
Yes, I agree. It feels like a very tried and true approach. Next up, we have my sister. For today's competition, I prepared a unique free-range chicken dish called baksunji. Ooh. I'm especially proud of this one. It's chicken steamed with carefully selected wine and spices that help to bring out a lovely aroma. I've heard much about you, Mexin. I'm impressed that you've earned the rank of Teiji Chushi at such a young age.
I'm looking forward to seeing the skills you've developed from your days back at the Kowloon Hotel.
It's finally Mexin's turn, but Van's still not back yet. Yeah, he should have at least been here for her presentation.
Yeah, that's messed up, Van. Where are you?
Especially considering she's using the Lao Ju we obtained for her. Oh my, this is fantastic. The various fragrances combined with such a delicate taste. And all the while preserving the delicious flavor of the chicken itself. It's marvelous work.
That's certainly not all. I can tell there's something special about the wine you simmered the chicken in. It takes the burst-like flavors and colors it with spices, resulting in a superb balance. Finding the right wine to produce such a near-perfect dish must have been next to impossible.
Yes, I was confident that it would all come together if I used Italian Fancorn.
That famous wine? I see. Now I understand why the taste was so familiar. It makes it all the more regrettable that the brewery closed down some time ago.
Yes, I would love to see it make a resurgence someday. Great job, sis!
I'm not there. Wine and tacos.
For my first cook-off, I'll be entering my renowned Millennium Duck. The seasoning is sure to hook even the most discerning palate. Oh, so this is the dish that's been so popular lately. Let's give it a taste then.
Tacos.
This is... Who's talking? It's hard to describe it, but it's completely captivating.
Oh no, I think I know. It might be him.
I think Van went to go check on about him. Check some stuff about him.
With this flavor and aroma. It's like I can't stop myself. I never had anything like it. Wow. This is the first time I've experienced anything like this. How did you prepare such a delightful concoctions?
Let's just say I put a lot of work into my secret ingredient.
Oh wait. I feel completely blindsided.
It must be even better than I heard. Just wonder. Yeah, he's suspicious, alright. No way. I mean, his food was good and everything. But don't you think they're exaggerating? Uh-oh. Sounds like the winner's been decided already. I'm surprised he managed to reel in all three judges.
Hold on a minute. Oh, damn it. Looks like I'm too late. Oh! Damn right you are. Where you been, man? The cook-off's almost over.
Wait, why is Doc Lonkai with you?
I told you I had to look into something, didn't I? It just took a little longer than expected. Look, I hate to do this in the middle of such a big event, but there's a problem with Meng Shao's cooking. No, not only are you interrupting the competition, but now you're trying to slander me? It ain't slander. I kept some of the food we bought from you in some containers. Ooh. I had Dr. Lonkai examine some of it for me, and boy, that sure is one hell of a secret ingredient. You got there. Oh, indeed. One of the so-called spices we found in his Millennium Duck is Luo Gekao, or Gasao. Luo Gasao. My medical herb compendium lists it listed as a hallucinogen. All these words, bro. Well, with pleasurable but addictive side effects. These days, it's considered to be quite the rarity. I'm curious how you managed to come upon so much of it. You found something that dangerous? Oh shit. There's a drug.
What should we do? Are we going to be okay?
Fortunately, it's not so toxic as to directly affect the body unless routinely ingested.
So if you keep eating it, it's bad.
It can be counteracted through treatment from most practitioners of Eastern medicine. Including myself, there's no need for panic.
But the fact remains that this guy deceived everyone into eating his drug food. KO. That explains why it felt so weird when I tried it earlier. Good job, Fairy.
You bastard! You had to go and put something like this on top of all the other crap we've been dealing with from Hayway?
Oh, horrible. You're a disgrace to all chefs. No, you don't even deserve to carry that title.
Yeah.
But how did he manage to supply himself with so many with so much of such a rare herb? His prices were rather low too.
That's right. How would I ever have gotten my hands on the stuff in the first place? If you only tested one batch, then who's to say somebody didn't plant it in there? Then who's to say somebody didn't plant it there just to make me look bad?
True. I guess it would be pretty difficult for you to gather a stock of something so uncommon. If you were working alone, that is. What if someone with access to it was working behind the scenes to help you out? See, someone's been sabotaging the other business. And the only places unaffected were your food truck and Taiwan restaurant. KO. But, compared to you, Taiwan doesn't have much of a motive. I see. So practically everyone in Longport's got their eye on the Lion family right now. Something like this be the final nail in their coffin. But you, on the other hand, had the perfect motive for getting your hands on those herbs, and for finding someone to get them for you. Yeah. And to make sure his collaborators wouldn't lose face, you had to be sure that he'd win. That's why he started messing with the other restaurants. That about sums it up. Meng Xiao. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just out to get me. I would never vandalize our Ryan of Lifu Fondane. I mean... That's odd. I didn't say a thing about anyone being vandalized. You sure seem awfully knowledgeable about it, though. Just give yourself up already. There's no getting out of it now. With this much evidence, we won't even need to get Hayway involved. Care to tell us about how you procure those herbs? Looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever gonna explain this to him? Who's him? After Van's confrontation, both bracers and police officers arrived on the scene to escort Meng Xiao away. With his disqualification, the judges at the Great Longport Cook-Off took a moment to reconvene. Well, in spite of that little incident, the judges have now concluded their deliberation. Do you have a verdict on the winner? Who is it?
We do. The dish that's shown best and brightest among all those we sampled this evening.
A guy or a girl?
Was that of Lifu Fondane's very own mixin'?
I wonder if I didn't get that drink. What would have happened? We'll probably have to get it. Really? I'm honored. Good job. Way to go, Machine. I think it's Machine. In the end, we decided it was your use of the Laju that truly won us over. Thank you so much. I promise to keep aiming for even greater heights. It's what my father would have wanted.
Good job. Would have thought that wine would end up being the deciding factor. I guess it was worth the effort after all. As Meng Xiao's misdeeds were revealed, albeit in the rather unexpected manner, the cooking competition came to a close. The participants, having learned a few new things about their cooking, headed back to their respective businesses. Thank you again for all your help with this year's cook-off. Although, I feel like the only reason I won was because you were able to find me that time in Fengquan. Nah, that was just the last push to put you over the edge. Even without the wine, you've been getting nothing but rave reviews. Your skill's the real deal. Be that as it may, it was only because of you that Meng Xiao was exposed for what he really is. Yeah, the dog Long Kai said it's a good thing you stopped him when you did. You caught her right before his regular customers would have started getting sick from other stuff. He said they should be fine if they can go without it for about a week. I'm just surprised you even noticed something was off. I definitely thought it was odd how strongly these people were reacting to his food. But I never imagined. Yeah, that was part of it. The thing that really tipped me off was the fact that he was avoiding serving people with a knowledge of medicine. Remember what Father Hu saying over the chapel told us? He said that when he went to give the dish a try, they told him they were fresh out. Yet, when we were there, he made it sound like he had more than enough to go around. He didn't seem the least bit worried about meeting demand. He was scared of the church. It felt like a pretty unlikely coincidence to me, so I figured I should look into it. Yeah, the timing on that was just a little too perfect. By the way, you mentioned that drug he was using is pretty rare. Ever figured out how he got the stuff? I accessed our databases and haven't been able to determine a possible access channel. According to the police, even Meng Xiao didn't know much about his collaborator's origin. So in other words, he was probably being used. Here we go again. The only question is, what would somebody have to gain from having a cook feel hallucinogens to the general public? You said it. The only thing I can think of is that they were using it as some sort of test. Maybe it was to see how far they could push the law while still keeping under the radar. God, it's like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever gonna explain this to him? Van? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Anyway, I think that ought to take care of your request for now. We got other business to attend to, so we'll catch you later. Of course. I'm so glad I turned to you for help. Please feel free to stop by anytime.
Well done, everyone.
Quest: The Great Longport Cook-Off completed.
Reward deposited.
Receive 4,000 Miron.
Welcome to
cow.
Laifu Fondian.
Food is amazing.
Thank you so much. Seriously, it means a lot that you caught Meng Xiao during the competition. You not only protected us, but our restaurant as well.
Let's see.
I really must thank you again. Asking you for help was definitely the right choice. And now that I've proven to everyone how much my cooking has improved, I can start training to achieve even greater heights.
What can I get for you?
Best Shunjing. 1 restores 2,440 HP. Our resistance is up. An aromatic steamed chicken dish invented by Lafu Fondaines. Fondaines machines.
Thanks a bunch.
Let's see here. What did I need to pick up next?
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Let's do this thing.
Let's get this fish real quick.
Hey. That's it.
Come on.
Nice. I
You
got one.
asshole! Give me back my carp.
Hey. That's it.
God damn it. Got it. There it is.
Nice. I got one.
Second ward has its charms too.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I can catch a big one here.
Let's do this thing.
Let's see.
Ooh, this looks
Let's
like a
do
good
this
fishing
thing.
spot.
Listen to this, you
There we
guys.
go.
Did you hear about that hay away miss?
Ooh, this looks like a
Let's
good
do
fishing
this thing.
spot.
Okay. Look what everyone has to say now that that happened. I heard about what Menschau did. I suppose he did seem rather suspicious in hindsight. Honestly, I'm impressed we managed to prevent him from doing any more harm. And the man was rotten to the core. It is glad our head chef was cleared of all suspicion. With Menschau in custody, everyone will be much safer.
Heading to the objective.
Guess I could
Hello.
stop by for a drink.
It sounds like things got a bit hectic in the end. I'm glad everyone was able to finish the competition. At least my husband was able to get a few compliments on his dish as well.
I can't believe Mengsha would do something like that. Well, at least we made it through the competition. Would have been a disaster without your help.
It's all thanks to Aaron.
All thanks to Aaron.
Hello.
Hello.
You're free to take a gander at what happens next.
What the fuck was that? I heard Mixer won the cooking competition. I heard Mixer won the cooking competition. Guess it was worth giving you that time Fangquan after all, huh? Wonder if this will encourage someone to reopen the place where they make the stuff. Let's hope so. You know where I wanted to go?
Heavenly Mother,
Okay.
please watch over us.
Her Mengshaw was exposed for putting drugs in the food he was preparing. I'm sure the news has shocked many of his former patrons. Of course, the church will do all we can to aid and care for his victims. Thank you for bringing his wicked deeds to light.
Indeed.
Indeed. Newtown.
On my way.
On my way. Oh yeah. the restaurant here.
Welcome.
My.
Let's
This
see.
is positively delectable.
I was only able to hold my own this year thanks to you. I learned a lot during this competition. Here's hoping I can hone my skills even further.
I wonder where that one guy's
For a
at.
Monto?
Let's see.
What's next?
Okay, we're done with that quest. Let's do this quest.
You really mean that?
Look, we haven't started yet, so yeah, we can't luck on it yet. Let's go to the first war.
On my way.
Here we go. Are you the Minhao that sent out that Force PG request? I see you've got Heron with you too. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Minhao with Red Star. If you've brought Aaron along, that's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what did I hear about the dragon chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up till yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question actually. What exactly is a dragon chariot? Oh right. I suppose if you're not from Longport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Heiaway invest large sums of Mira into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. Then they show it off at the Lunar New Year festival to impress anyone with eyes. It's to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Heiaway is. Oh. I heard in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around, though, luxury orbital cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you could think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auction off? I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into the theater today. We were actually just having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out of a huge investment. And that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Heiaway. Is there any way we could enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? Well, what do you say, old man? Let's see. 1 star importance reward for 1,000 and SP reward +2. And it's law in gray. I'm a big fan of cars, so I'd definitely like to help, but I'm afraid we're a bit tied up at the moment. If we were to help you guys out, it would have to be later. I see. Well, if you do get some free time, please come back and see me. I'll be in the area for some time yet. Alright, the Dragon Chariot is tied to the dignity of our company. We cannot afford to put our partnership with Heiaway in jeopardy either. Is there any way we could enlist your service to help retrieve it? Accept. All right, we'll take the case. We'll take the case. Anyway's not really in a place to deal with this right now. I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of orbital cars myself, I want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. But I'm with you. We can't just let some two-bit thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. It's an incredibly expensive vehicle after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. This may not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? Let's see. The chassis base is one of the Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. And then you've got the embossing work from a first-class professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. Manufacturing costs alone would be 30 million euro. Damn. €30 million? I can't even believe someone would pay so much for a single car. And when it comes to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There's no doubt the thieves would be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Alright, first things first. I need you to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moments you can think of where the car could have been stolen? Yes, you see, the Red Star crew started moving it into the theater around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Unfortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. Prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. Oh, what happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the Revenue Service decided to show up for an audit. We're busy dealing with them. There was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. An audit from the Revenue Service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. And right after Fan Lu just got arrested on false charge of tax evasion. It makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too. I gotta admit, the timing's pretty suspicious. Yes, it's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the criminal knew the Revenue Service exact schedule, or perhaps... I'm ashamed at our lack of vigilance, but because there were so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't. Didn't think you should have given them more clear instructions? You guys were the ones in charge after all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. You just need to take it slow and trace their path, step by step. Let's get to it.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Quest, the missing dragon chariot started. Manager Heron. I do hope you'll be able to bring the dragon chariot back safely. As a manager of the theater, I can't help but feel responsible for all this. Repaired the dragon chariot every Lunar New Year festival. It acts as a symbol of Red Star's prestige. I really hope you're able to bring it back in one piece.
I can barely take myself.
Sup, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Oh.
Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they?
Yeah, we got a few questions we'd like to ask you. You heard about the dragon chariot being stolen. You heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right?
Yes, I have in fact. I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry. I really don't have any idea when it was taken.
The smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice if anything fell off at the time?
I think I might have been a bit paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. I assumed it was just some additional servicing that needed to be done, but I was so busy at the time, I wasn't able to pay them. I wasn't able to pay them much longer. That certainly does sound strange. According to Minhao, the crew started leaving the theater about 4 hours ago. If they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. And Minhao had his hands full with the revenue, serving right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Oh. Yeah. And I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. Okay. If he played the part well enough, maybe would even blink an eye if he stole the car. I'm so sorry. If I had paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened. Nah, it's not your fault, Fuka. Still, do you think a truck big enough to haul a dragon chariot would stand out in a place like Longport? It'd take quite a while to find a place to hide it. Maybe someone involved is transporting goods who might know something. Now that I think about it, that delivery guy, Anthony, runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contacts in the shipping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he knows something. Let's get going then. About 3.5 hours ago, one of the workers from Red Star came back to the theater all by himself. Not long after, the dragon chariot turned up missing.
Heading to the objective.
Up here. My delivery routes take me through the harbor district. I've been noticing a lot of unfamiliar faces in boats around there lately. I worry about getting in their way, so I usually try to pass by as quickly as possible. But one of them actually apologized for getting in my way. He was this tall Central Eastern guy. Seemed really nice, actually. Could we talk?
Let me ask you something.
Can we talk?
A truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I'm in Longport. It's a harbor city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district around the time you mentioned. You haven't noticed any changes in the area lately? And you haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before renting our storage space of boats? Nah, can't say that I have. Oh, but I'm busy. So this jog your memory? Well, you remember that warehouse where there was a murder about a half a year ago? Oh, that spot. And after that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. But just really, one of my clients, a guy named Leihong, said his company decided to start renting it. I heard they stopped using it though. I was wondering if something bad happened, something had happened. Oh, that warehouse. Guess his mask since people would be avoiding the place. The fact that somebody wanted to rent it, the fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. What? There's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but the truck carrying it too. Looks like the harbor's our only lead right now. Let's go see what we can find. Man, of all the places, why'd I have to be there?
Let's roll, gang.
Over here. Oh wait, wrong side. I wonder what happened. Are you Leihong? We heard you're the guy that's renting this place now. Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? We're in the middle of an investigation, and this warehouse came up as a spot of interest. We were told that you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. My understanding is that they found some kind of issues related to last year's incident. Oh. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. And yet, did something else happen? Well, I came by here just a minute ago to take a look, and it seems like somebody else has been making use of it. It should have happened if the security company is keeping it under lock and key though. That's pretty suspicious. I hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? That's fine. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we could learn something from it, I don't see the harm. Oh, there's a truck here. Ha! I knew it! You guys, that's not your company's truck, right? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's the security company up to? Let's hope the Dragon Chariot is still in there. Is it? Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse, then the others quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Unfortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. Oh. Well, that's about what I expected. That's about what I expected. It must have just been a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how lucky it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked the location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the server of the security firm that controls this area. However, there's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there record of them taking temporary custody over it. It seems likely that the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter. I can't believe they managed to pull one over on me with such a simple disguise. I feel so foolish. Oh? Kinda sounds like something about him stood out to you. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair, huh? That means he'll stand out in a crowd. At any rate, looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbor in his truck and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen though. Let's ask around and see if we can pick up their trail. Pick up the trail. I can't believe my warehouse was being used by criminals. Hope this doesn't lead to me being dragged into anything else. Over here. Okay. What's down here? This guy. Shipping worker. I wonder what all that hubbub this morning was about. And what did they want to use my boat for anyway? Seems like this guy works for a boat chartering service. The corporate tried to transport a dragon chariot by sea. Maybe.
Let me ask you something. Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, it might not be related, but this morning, someone I've never seen before came into the charter a boat. Oh yeah, mind telling us what they look like? What type of boat did they rent? Oh, my bad. Well, they were human, a middle-aged Navy type, with a little bit of beard. I think he said he was an officer? No, the lieutenant colonel. Oh shoot. I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to be renting a civilian boat. I didn't really think much of it. I mean,
We get all kinds. Still, it's not every day you see people renting Orville cell with a small barge attached. An Orville cell. Those are vessels with Orville engines that propels them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those unique engines are only auxiliary. However, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navy guy sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave? Yes. I'd barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. Sorry. Sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? Nah, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we've got a pretty good idea of the scale of this scheme now. Wait, what? Oh. Nah, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we've got a pretty good idea of the scale of the scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least now we know the entire sequence of events. So, to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprit bringing the truck to the theater, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location, they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have business dinner. But we weren't given two descriptions. A young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard, and a middle-aged Navy soldier. We don't know what the guy pretending to be a Restar employee looked like. But do you think they were all different people in disguise? I have heard there are phantom thief capable. I have heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likeness of various people, whether they be, and by himself, no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility that this is the work of a single individual. That's true. Okay. The job was done by multiple culprits. The job was done by a single court. The job was done by multiple culprits. The job was done by a single culprit. I might go with the first one, but I'm gonna check. Just in case. Give me 1 sec. What's it called? Damn, I can't find it. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Daybreak 2. Stolen. No. Chariot.
Okay. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there goes Mr. Dragon Chariot. Can't find it. Let's see. I can't find him. Let's see. Okay, maybe right here. I guess, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, the job was done by multiple culprits. Yeah, this one. I've got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, it really was just one guy. Oh, god damn it! It really was just one guy. There wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? They were probably only handing out off the card to one another in disguise so they wouldn't be harder to track down. Makes sense. So, who's behind it? You figured out everything out already? You figured out everything out already, haven't you? Well, the first people who come to my mind are Mafia looking to get a hit on Hayway. Small group of amateur thieves. It's probably the top one. Let's see. Oh. Third option. Thinking it might be just a small group of amateur thieves. If a big organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with a higher chance of success. These guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime. Which makes me think there wasn't a whole lot of brain power involved. I mean, regardless of speculation though, it did still manage to get away with it. I agree. Looking at their plan, this is a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. Okay. No. Haphazardly. Whatever, I don't know. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the Revenue Service had anything to do with it. Yeah, that was a little too convenient for my liking. It's probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. Their capable of rudimentary disguise. Trust each other. Operate as a small unit, and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit that bill? Huh? Oh! You mean those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? Oh, those racist assholes. Oh yeah, the Devenants brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO. And according to a recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. What? It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. Well, that settles that. All we gotta do now is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yeah, they must have taken the dragon chariot too. Oh my god. Hyolong Zhangzai, I think right there again. Or the offshore smuggling vessel, it might be that one. I was right. Heilong Zhangzai. Most people tend to keep their distance from the place, but it's just close enough to get to with an orbital cell. Shit. That's the last place I wanted to go. It makes sense though. There's a reason Armada used it for their hideout. It practically screams, "Hey, hide your stolen Hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude." But what do you think they're doing with all that way over there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? That's why I thought Heilong Cheng gave off more of a stench than the Erode Cave. It's not easy to tell just by looking at a map. But on the east side of Heilong Cheng Zai, there's a small path that links back up to the main highway. There is? I mean, the place was used for mining after all. It makes sense that they have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now though. If they disguise the dragon chariot somehow while they have it on Heilong Zhangzai, they would have no issue taking it to land from there. Might explore. It's pretty much the long and short of it. Yeah. Damn. They sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Zhangzai. Shower at the eastern quarter wharf should be able to hook us up with a boat. Earn 2 SP. Yay. Let's go to the harbor. Let's see.
What's next? Objective set. What's next?
Oh. Maybe new. No, that was that other one.
Let's be on our way.
Okay.
Hello.
Please tell me like exploration. Exploration will cry.
Where to next?
Hello.
And you'll never guess what happened next.
I wonder if things have calmed down a bit now.
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
It's not like Anya's.
Last year sure was rough.
The lady. Talk. Oh hey, Aaron. I see you got the Spriggan with you today. I've been hearing you're doing a lot to help the situation lately. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Just let me know. Especially if you need a lift anywhere. Go to Heilong Chengzai. I hope it's just a boss fight like last time. Van and the others, in an effort to track down the dragon chariot, decided to once again travel to the Heilong Chengzai. Oh god, soon thereafter.
Whoa, look at that, guys!
Nova sail on a barge. I knew it.
It would seem to be just as you surmised, Mr. Arkwright.
This place again. They probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I bet we'll find them pretty close by. Let's be careful going forward. Yes, sir. You got it. Understood. Understood. Please tell me you're not gonna make me explore this place. It's kind of big. I don't think not. I think not, though. There they are. Nice work out there, brothers. We managed to get this thing's bits and bobs on the black market. Our mere woos will be ancient history. Nice car, though. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvard and making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could never have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else would have thought to get somebody to meddle with the revenue service? Nobody! That's who! Alright, that's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys play your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. Still, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. Hey, the hair is what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. Yeah. What say we crack open a bottle and have a toast? We deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip out the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Well, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful... Well, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Van? No doubt about that. They even let us listen in on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad that's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy? Why not put all that energy into something that actually helps others for once? I'm afraid we have you cornered, Dempsey brothers. Turn yourselves in, and we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that fooled our plans back in Tarbed. The Spriggan. Ugh! The Spriggan? Ugh! Why'd it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you crooks either. You boys are at the end of your rope. And speaking of rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you up? So we can tie you three up. What? You really think we're just gonna back down now?
You've meddled in our plans for the last time, Spriggan. You're toast! Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once before. We'll give you a real run for your money this time. With me, brothers! You got it! You got it!
I'll take you on.
Why can't you go first?
Destroy them! You're freaking dead!
Fine, let's play. You're going down!
Ow! You'll be sorry for that.
She said,
Ow!
I'll finish
Cypher, activate.
mm-hmm.
Flames, give us strength! Reset! Accessing. Initialize!
Yeah. And
Display enemy staff.
there was a youngest son. No,
I'll kill your ass!
arts can be effective. And there was a middle son.
Time to go all
And
out.
there was a eldest son.
You're done for!
Too slow.
Ow.
Push back.
Perfect chance!
Mm-hmm.
Yusbi Allah have Anfusta! Aaron!
Okay. Who should I kill?
I'll leave you speechless. Scarlet Dance. Reset. Take over.
Nice.
Let's party.
Someone here, maybe? Oh, she don't say anymore. Don't mind me.
Get ready to die!
Activating skill. You cannot fight.
She doesn't say anymore. Why?
Chance!
A chance. KO.
No need.
Of course.
Here goes.
Mm-hmm.
Have some more.
Perfect chance!
Slow him down.
It's only a target locked. You're trapped.
Seriously?
One down.
There!
Too slow.
Two down.
Now it's my turn.
Come on.
Gotcha.
Mr. Wang!
It's over.
No!
No! Gah. I can't believe we lost to these bastards again. I swear on my soul, this won't be the last you hear of the Devonsae brothers. Yeah, we always bounce back. Just you wait until we get out of prison. You get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret ever messing with us, Spriggan. Or maybe you guys could just learn your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act tough all you like. That's about the least scary thing I've heard all week. Well, that takes care of these idiots. I'll just worry about the car. Is it okay? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor aberrations. I think we can return it to our client as is. At least the barge will make getting it back to Longport a little easier. Right! Let's bring it back to the theater. What? Huh? What's the matter, Van? What's the matter, Van? I'm just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Like hell you're gonna get any more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? So the auditing was part of your little heist, after all. Oh yeah. The timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is that all? Fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name.
What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy.
Here I was thinking you had connections to some big hotshot. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that they wanted to help us out. The only condition was that we had to cause some kind of an uproar in Longport, and it had to be today. Said they even lay all the groundwork.
Wow, you sure know how to pick 'em. Look at you, using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. Wow. What is it? What is with these guys? For real, you'd think they'd be more angry about the whole being used as pawns thing. So, someone's been trying to stir things up in Longport. Bet it's whoever betrayed the Liu family. It makes sense if they were the ones pulling the strings here too.
Oh, that's connected to the main story, huh?
Anyway, before we return the dragon chariot, we better decide what we're going to do with these guys.
Heyway!
We'll probably just put even more stress on Heyway if we try to push them off on them. So let's try to come up with something else. Let's see.
Oh, god dang it.
Who should we turn them over?
The police, the guild, the Marduk family. Marduk family.
I mean, they did break out of prison after all. There's a problem the police need to fix, not the guild. But considering it's the same force that arrested Fan Lu, it is possible that whoever's been pulling the strings inside Heyway lately had a hand in all this. Maybe the better option is to turn them over to Marduk.
Huh? Why Marduk?
I see. Marduk engaged in various risk management research opportunities that pertain to maintaining public safety. It will require a great deal of paperwork, but it should be possible for the company to take temporary custody of the Daybreak brothers. Fortunately, Mirabelle and the security chief are currently in Longport, so they'll be able to assist in making the handover as smooth as possible. Sheesh, I can't say I'm a huge fan of letting a PMC have so much authority. But I guess you guys do kind of have a knack for stuff like this. Fine, I'll let it slide. It's definitely more on the gray side, legally speaking. But hey, that's where we operate best, right? Anyway, I appreciate if you could take care of all the formalities for us, Reset. Of course. It shouldn't take long at all. And so, thanks to Van and the crew, the Daybreak brothers were captured once again. With the case now closed, the Dragon Chariot was soon returned to the theater where it would await its new owner.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the chariot back in one piece. We don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either.
Yes, now that we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all. Hope you know how truly grateful we are.
It was no biggie. We just did what any fellow car lover would do. Do you think it's time you got a new hobby, old man?
I'm real glad it all worked out. I'm sure this card means a lot to the people of Longport.
It does indeed. Times like these, that's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully, it'll help to bring back a sense of normalcy. We'll make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Thank you again for all you've done. Sure thing. It was no sweat. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Quest, the missing dragon chariot completed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Proceed 4,000 Mira.
Oh yeah! Why not Chaos level up? Yes! Oh, now 4-4.
I can barely contain myself.
I'm so glad you were able to get the dragon chariot back to us. We'll have to make sure this never happens again. Thank you again for everything you've done for us. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so relieved to have the dragon chariot back. It seems as though the auction will be able to proceed on schedule after all. It would be best to get the final preparations taken care of immediately.
Oh, wow! It's back!
What a nice car. I was already feeling like I couldn't stack up to Aaron. Maybe a little girl staging me? Okay. I heard the police sirens last night. They came on just as we were getting ready for okay. What read that? Oh. That's the dragon chariot? It's amazing! I can't believe we got to see them haul it in too! Look at it, Hades. Look at that sheen! God, I'd kill to put that car through its paces, even just once. I'm so glad the car's back. Did you guys help them find it or something? I can't even tell you how much this means to us. Just thinking about a beauty like that getting stripped for parts is enough to break our hearts. Yeah, that's a nice car.
It's just as gorgeous as I imagined.
The car? Yeah.
Let's be on our
quest.
way.
Shaolin. Let's see. So, you've come, Spriggan. Well, but isn't the little girlie from the Gecko School? I heard that your big brother's here in Longport. Lilian, right? Thought he was trying to put some space between himself and home. If memory serves, he was working at a department store in Edith. You say you wanted to have a bout with him while he's here? Hasn't it been a while since you've seen each other? This is the only way he will listen to me. I'll need your help to get it done. That's why I'm challenging him to a bout. Ideally, I'd like to pair with one of you for it. A fight between siblings? Yep. May we ask why you would do such a thing? My brother is next in line to take over as the head of the Gecko School. And yet, he's run off to the capital. I'd like to convince him to return home. Well, I thought he's here now. The Gecko School's dojo. That's over in the second ward. You don't agree with what he's decided to do, so you want to fight him, win, and force him to take on his responsibilities. Is that it? Not exactly a complicated plan. Yeah, complicated is kind of our thing, you know. He seems pretty satisfied with his life in Edith. Why not just let him be? Why not just let him be? I understand the path he's chosen, but we were born to the main house of the Gecko School. As a family with deep roots here in Longport, we have a duty to our heritage. Well, I get all that, but why can't you just fight him? Why can't you just fight him one-on-one? Because I want him to take the fight seriously, which I know he won't do if it's just me. That's why I like to duel him in a pair. If he has to deal with more than one opponent, he'll have no choice but to fight in earnest. Spriggan, please, help me. Okay. Force PG quest. Importance 1 star. Reward 4,000. SP +2. And law.
hold off. Sorry, but we're in the middle of something. We get back a moment. When we get back a moment. When we get a moment. Okay, why I say we get back a moment? When we get a moment, we'll come and talk to you again. Is that alright? Yes, that's fine. I understand that you're very busy. I want to challenge my brother to a fight. If I win, I'll make him take over the dojo. If possible, I'd like to ask the two of you to pair up with me and my brother for a duel. Accept. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. We'll help you out. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. We know you guys pretty well after all. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Alright, in that case, I'll pair up with you, Xiaoling. Been a while since I've sparred with Lian. Wonder if he's got any new tricks. That does mean you'll be going up against both Van and your brother, though. That's okay with you, B-Rank? What's that supposed to mean, brat? Mr. Wei, did you attend Xiaoling's dojo as a child? Yeah, I mostly just went there to play when I was a kid. But Lilian helped train me sometimes too. He used to be a real hard ass though. I think I prefer that over the whole lazy bit he's been pulling lately. Back then, everyone in the dojo wanted to be just like him. Ah, the nostalgia. But now's not the time to be getting sentimental. Let's head over to the dojo.
Commencing mission.
Quest: Sibling Showdown started. Oh look, Chaos Alignment level 4. Power dropping times 2. Raise the Chaos LGC alignment to level 4. 1. Increases base stats strength plus 1. An ancient potion that increases power.
What's next? Objective set. Heading to the objective.
We're going to the Gekka school. Okay. Here we go.
Once more. Sit. Here.
Hello, Lilian. Oh, but it isn't Van. You're a ways away from Edith, friend. I'm surprised you knew I was... Oh yes, my little sister. I'm sure this will be exciting. Oh. Brother, I demand we have a duel. Your skills have withered in your self-exile. As your family, it's my duty to beat you back into shape. Well, that's no way to greet your brother, Xiaoling. Right on the steps of the dojo, no less. Actually, I'll have you know that I came here of my own volition to renew my sense of purpose. Like I believe that. You're just snooping around because Baba is out. Baba is dad, by the way. In Longport language. Oof, saw right through me, huh? Sorry about my little sister trying to drag you into this mess, Van. Look, Xiaoling. I'm just a pharmacist now. I've already decided to leave the way of martial arts to you. I only came back here on a whim. Hey, would you guys mind escorting her home? Brother... Uh-oh. Stop treating her like a child. She came here to talk to you about something serious. Do you think you're being rude? She may be your little sister, but she still deserves your respect. Aw. As a big sister, she's defending her. You can at least hear what she has to say. I guess you're right. Fairy, thank you. Lilian,
I've never given up on my dream of bringing you back to the dojo. So, if I win our duel, promise me that my dream will come true. In return, if I lose, I'll resign from my position as a bracer.
What?
Hey, hold on a second. You would go that far? I see. You're very determined, aren't you, Xiaoling? After all, you even brought the Spriggan along. Which means you knew I wouldn't go along with this otherwise. I take it you understand my resolve then. Now, let's... However, I cannot accept those terms. I'm assuming you plan on me pairing up with Van? What's wrong with me? Someone from another school in a battle to decide who succeeds the Gekka. You see where I'm going with this, right? Oh, he wants Aaron. You have a point. He's got me there. I wonder who would make a good replacement. So I'm not that I plan to help search for one, mind you. My poor old bag would simply give out on me. Hey, I thought you were finally taking this seriously. It really didn't sound like he'd be budging anytime soon. So now we gotta find someone to take Van's place, huh? What a pain in the ass. A martial artist that can not only match Li Lian's superior skill, but is also a practitioner of the Gekka school. I doubt many fit the bill. There's gotta be someone we know. Sao? What about the guy at Long Kai Clinic? I see. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be a good match. Let's go have a talk with him.
Once more.
Xiaoling's such a tomboy. It makes her a real pain to deal with sometimes. Still, I'm going to take her on all the same. If you can find me a partner, that is.
What's next?
Let's roll, gang.
Oh, did you hurt something?
Van gave a brief explanation of the situation to Shen Li. I see. I thought I heard something about Li Lian's return. Please, if there's anything you can do to help us. As a bracer and a member of the Gekka school, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel coming to you of all people. But if this is the only way to convince my brother, and I have no problem asking a former Xiang Xiao for help. What? Former Sung Xiao? Sung Xiao? I've heard the price is high for leaving the role of Xiang Xiao. Well, I won't deny it. Look, we have no intention of digging into your past. All we need is a little help. I'm assuming you know Li Lian? Yeah, I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to go to the dojo together. There's lots of Gekkas. There's lots of Gekka practitioners in Heiyue ranks. I never stopped training. Not because I want to keep up with my Xiang Xiao days. No, I keep training because I'm committed to never performing acts of violence ever again. I think that's more than enough about me, though. To be honest, I'm a bit skeptical of what Li Lian's true intentions are. Yeah, me too. In any event, the past doesn't matter now. The past doesn't matter now. I want you to help as my brother's childhood friend, not a former Xiang Xiao. I expect he remembers the core principle of Gekka school. Violence is to be rejected, not embraced. Yeah, I remember Master Taolong teaching us that. Why not give them a hand then?
Dr. Lonkai.
You're worried, no? I think you should do as your heart desires.
You're right. For the sake of an old friend, I accept your request. Thank you so much. I'm sure my brother will be thrilled. I was also hoping to finally get a spar. Well, I was also hoping to finally get a spar in with Van, but it seems it just wasn't meant to be. Please, I'm more than happy to sit this one out. Maybe next time. I'll play as Aaron then. Anyhow, please give me some time to prepare. I'll come by once I finished up over here. Alright, let's head on back to the dojo. Yeah, I think I'll play as Aaron. Dr. Lonkai knows what I've done. He's kept a watchful eye on me for as long as I've been in his service. Yeah. That's partially why I swore that I'd never fight again. But if it's for an old friend, I suppose I can make an exception. Just let me know when the preparations have been made.
The Lu Gasao and Menshao used to use as quite the tricky herb. It exhibits not only pleasurable, but addictive properties. Well, it shouldn't take too long for it to work its way out of everyone's systems, thankfully, and nobody will experience any serious side effects. I've also informed other doctors around Longport of the situation. They're prepared to help anyone who ate food from his stand.
Well, I want to see that. What happened to the to this place here?
I can't help but worry about the goings-on here.
It's all gone now. KO.
Let's roll, gang.
Let's roll, gang. They'll play as Aaron. I have a feeling we are gonna play as Aaron. Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, this certainly wasn't who I was expecting. It's been a while, Lillian. So, now even poor Shinley's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. Imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I'm just glad to get the chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep lazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any sappy shit. You're gonna have to clear up all the stuff you threw to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. I guess running away is a bad look. Oh. Alright. I accept your challenge, Xiaoling. Yes, that's all I wanted to hear. I wasn't sure he would accept. You've got this! I think I'm playing. I'll be expecting you not to pull your punches, Xiaoling. Now, let's do this! Of course! Yep.
Point shards.
Giga School.
Let's do this, Shaolin. We won't go easy.
Giga School members.
Now's a good time to boost.
We play as her? No, it's just...
Quick and dirty.
Energy output at maximum.
Oh god dang it, why?
Let's go. Here goes. Keep going.
Damage up quick. Miss.
It's go time.
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Balls in your court.
Please help.
Activating skill.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me!
Phoenix Dance! Phoenix Dance!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Gotten stronger.
KO! Oh, we get to lock on them. KO. Let's do it again. We're gonna lock on them. I don't think it matters, but I feel like it still counts for some reason. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of late to do the Morgan cartoon. I was gonna stream earlier, but my little baby just wanted attention. He was crying for it.
What's more?
Like I told you guys already, I don't want to seem like an asshole to, you know? Alright.
Let's play! Let's do this, Shaolin!
We won't go easy.
Let's do this, Sheldon!
Displaying enemy stats.
Shenli.
Now's a good time to boost.
Any arts could be effective. Lilian. Any arts could be effective.
Let's go! Playtime's over!
Okay.
Here goes!
Miss.
Here's a chance!
Go.
It's go time!
Activating skill.
They lost already.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me!
Go.
Phoenix Dance!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
KO.
Gotten stronger.
Well, you gotta stay here now, Lilian. Damn. We charge 1, unless the conditions are off. We did it, Aaron. We won. All because of me. Like there was ever any doubt. Oof. My bows haven't seen that much action in a long time. You don't even look winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again, Shenli. Your skills sure have gone dual, though. Well, I could say the same to you. Let's just say we both did our best and leave it at that. You know, I think this duel has given me a better understanding of you, Lilian. And still, I believe you to be the best choice for taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. That's what Baba wants too. I'm glad to hear you say that, Shaolin. Really, I am. However, I'm afraid I cannot honor your request. I'm sorry, but we beat you! But you promised. You said if I won, you'd take over the dojo. I feel bad for her. Unfortunately, little sister, it isn't quite what I said. Besides, do you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? Why are you so... The request was just for us to participate in the fight. Now that it's finished... Ah, screw it. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to give him a push in the right direction. What the hell am I supposed to decide? How should we approach this? Sympathize with Lilian. Attempt to provoke Lilian. Provoke him. Alright. Sounds like that's alright. Sounds like that's the case closed. Too bad your dream of laying low for the rest of your life didn't come true. Guess it's time for you to turn in your resignation, Shaolin. Okay. Guess it's time for you to turn in your resignation, Shaolin. Shaolin. What? There's no need. After all, if I don't honor my promise, she shouldn't have to either. You sneaky SOB. Shaolin came to you with serious intentions. If you never planned to honor her commitment, then you shouldn't have accepted her challenge in the first place. Brother. You sure know how to make someone feel bad, don't you? What you said is true. I have no excuse. That said, I'm still not able to give you the answer you want.
Whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. There's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, property. I guess property? Yeah, property. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. And Shaolin possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Well, you say that. Not to pile on with the girly here, but I remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. Just what the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped coming to the dojo? Leanne, I wonder why you stopped training. Your acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Ark? Your acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We've never really talked about stuff like that. I think I've kind of got an idea of what happened, though. What? How disappointing. Who's that? Heads up! How disappointing. Who the hell are you? Everyone alright? Yeah. I am unharmed. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Swift as a demon, as always. Brother, are you alright? Yes, everything's fine. Not bad. You protected the little girl too. Guess you do still carry the blood of the Gekka school. Why would you attack us like that? Who knows this? Because of you, my brother... The Shang Sha who ended up at Long Kai Clinic, huh? Better than where we are. Better than where our own ended up, I suppose. But not quite as satisfying. Sorry to live up to your expectations. I felt some kind of energy in the area and decided to drop by. I'm pleased to see some familiar faces. Well then, I'll be taking my leave now. The guy looks bored as hell. Who was that? He might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his technique was. Yeah, he's the one that's been stirring up rumors recently. The strongest Gekka practitioner there is. He's the one that Ashin told us about. The foremost fighter of the Lai family. I see. That would explain his strength. His tattoo. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on though. He just shows up and leaves like nothing. That info we got from before seems suspicious now. Yeah. He didn't even try to test my strength. I don't like him. I hope I never see him again. You know, he actually trained at the dojo about a year ago. Is he the one? Seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him. He defeated them all with ease, of course. Including me. That's what happened. So that's why you lost your nerve. Yes, when he defeated me, I felt the overwhelming gap between our abilities. It was too much for me to overcome. But I believe I now understand the reason for our differences. Huh? Well, that's not what I expected. Doesn't mean that I'm going to return to the way of martial arts though. However, emptiness in my soul feels a bit more full now. Brother,
Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Xiaoling, I'm sorry for leaving you with such a heavy burden. Damn. Hold on, we're not done here. Well, that was a pretty weird interruption. Still, at least everything turned out alright in the end. Yeah, I'll say. We should probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future though. You good? Was that their dad? Vivian. I trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now. Damn.
That takes care of that.
Quest, Sailor Showdown completed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Receive 4,000 euro. That was a good one. I thought we'd get chaos. Whatever.
What's more?
What's more?
Yeah.
I certainly didn't expect him to show up, especially after all this time. The most powerful move in the Gekka School's repertoire. The very thought is fascinating. But if he's been in hiding the entire time, maybe he's also... Personally, I think Xiaoling should be the one to take over the dojo. She's pretty well suited for the job. Still, I wasn't aware of the actual reason Lilian left. And I feel kind of bad for being so against the guy. My daughter told me what happened. My apologies for having involved you in our family affairs. I must say, however, I do agree with her. I believe it would be best for Lilian to take over the dojo. Well, what do you think we could do now is wait to see what will become of this. So we're coming back here one day? Van, thanks for helping me with my brother. We really didn't get you the ending you wanted though. It's alright. I think he was finally able to get over what happened in the past, so that counts as a win for me. Was expecting that guy to show up though. Anyway, I'll bet Lilian's at the bathhouse by now. He always used to swing by after practice. I'll probably go check on him in a bit. Thanks to you, I think my brother's finally gotten over what happened. As for where we go from here, well, we'll have to see what Baba says. Yep, and that's part of the story too, so we can't go there yet.
What have we got?
The bulletin board is strewn with notes and requests. I already got the 4 SPGs here.
Let's be on our way.
Oh, did you hurt something?
Let's see what it says. It's been a while since I've seen him around. Well, that aside, I'm glad Lilian seems to have gotten his focus back.
Oh, did you hurt something?
We ain't even that far. Okay. SP report.
Gotta keep this up.
Gotta keep this up. Gaining 2 SP by releasing the orbital block. Oh wait, no. Second award.
On my way.
Second ward has its charms too.
Over there. Dun, 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 dun.
Just one more quick smoke. Just one more.
Just one more. Alright guys, well, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you like the stream, please give me a like, subscribe, like, and a follow. We help my channel push a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. So, we did it. We could do Mark Gartent. I had a feeling we weren't. Like, man, these quests are kind of long too. So, yeah. That's okay. We'll do it next time along with the story. So, yeah. And then maybe read some of this next stuff. And, yeah. So, anyways, when am I streaming this game again? Well, you guys are going to have to see the schedule coming up next week. Because, yeah, I have to, you know, make the schedule. Like I said before about short session streams. You guys read my posts. Yeah, I'm really, like, just down. Like, even though, like, I'm like, yes, I can do it, watch me, I can do it, but then, like, you just feel that reminder, that strong heavy reminder that, yeah, in what condition you're in. It's kind of hard at the moment, but I'm trying to find something, you know, and not to get information, but things might get worse, but hopefully not. Hope not. I have hope, but we'll see. But anyways, so yeah, like I said, I'll be streaming again during the week, and we will see the schedule, along with the other main session stream series, which is Xenoblade Chronicle X Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch. So you know how I did Trust mostly and then Celebrate less? Well, in this case, both RPGs are important to me, so I'm gonna do evenly. That's gonna be interesting. I hope I can beat these. I hope I can beat Trolls fast this way still, and I hope X can be done sooner than I expected to. You know. That way, once Trolls is done, it'll be focused on X a lot more. We still gotta do Stellar Blade, by the way. Speaking of Stellar Blade, but I'm playing off stream whenever I feel like it. I mean, I do play here and there, but you know, yeah. That we can get the story out of the way, the final part of the story. And I don't know how much show Game Plus. I might not, but you'll have to see for those that are expecting that one. But anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be it. We did side quest. Now it's the fighting. Now it's the gameplay, the fighting, all that. So that's fine for that to be the beginning of the stream. Hopefully we get some story in that stream. So I look forward to that. Like I said, if you like the stream, give a like, subscribe, like, and a follow to show your love and support. But yeah, with that being said, until next time for more of The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak 2, fresh on the PlayStation 5, Taty shutting off. Or I might do that. Good morning, afternoon, good night, all that good stuff. May the Heavenly Mother, Goddess Adios, the Sky Goddess, and Arusha, the Wind Goddess, watch over us and guide us. And guys, enjoy the rest. The week is over. Make sure you have an awesome time.
Well,
I wish you guys an awesome and a safe one. Remember, always remember, love and keep on gaming. Alright guys, bye-bye. Thank you again. Take care. Peace. Guys, just looking at the cat. Look at him. Cutie, cutie. Okay, bye, cutie. Oh, right. It's back again. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Whose cat is this? We'll never know. We'll never know. He's just staring at it. Alright, later, kitty. Little feller. Alright, little feller. Okay, stop staring at it. Let's go. Oh, never mind. He's back at it. Okay. That's it.
Well,
alright.